Reporting needs an ownership that doesn't back down, doesn't back up, and backs its reporters. And that had been the CBS News
Even
tradition.
when mistakes are made, though?
Well, I'm not acknowledging mistakes were made, but even when mistakes were made, absolutely. Ben Bradley with the Washington Post and the Watergate story, go right down through. And the tradition of CBS News had been, look, we go into investigative reporting together, we do it together, and we stick together the way through. That had been the CBS News tradition. And we reported a true story. I'm not at CBS now because I and my team reported a true story. It was a tough story, a story a lot of people didn't want to believe, and it was subjected to a terrific propaganda barrage to discredit it.
But there was no way to know the entire truth, is there, without all of the documents?
No. Well, none. On what story does anybody ever know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? But we reported the truth. And that is that President Bush, later President Bush, when he was in National Guard service, he was at least AWOL, and we had a top general in the Army saying, on the record, he was a deserter. Now, everybody makes mistakes. I make some. President Bush obviously made some. But because we reported that story, they put heavy pressure on the corporate entity, and the corporate entity folded. But a lot of this is in the book. It's happened, I left, 8 years ago. This happened 8 years ago. So we go through the book in great detail, and anybody who's interested can read it.
Right, I would just say one word. The Bush team would point out that he was honorably discharged, which at least raises questions about whether or not he had been a deserter. They, of course, deny that. But I do